Only weeks ago, the malevolent Saravak brought the city of Baldur's Gate to the edge of destruction. You, like him, are a child of Baal, the dead god of murder. Baal foresaw his own death and sired mortal children in an effort to bring about his return. Saravak intended to become the new lord of murder. You put an end to Saravak's plans and slew your half-brother. With his passing, you became known as the hero of Baldur's Gate. Now, a new threat casts a shadow over the city. A massive army on a holy crusade has thrown the Sword Coast into turmoil. Little is known of the crusade's leader, the charismatic warrior Kalar Argent. Those who follow her revere her as the Shining Lady, but her background and goals are shrouded in mystery. Some say she is divine, a hero sent by the gods to crush evil no matter the cost. Others whisper that she is another spawn of Baal, intent on following the same path as Saravak. One thing above all else is clear. If the Sword Coast is to find any measure of peace, Kalar Argent must be stopped.
Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Siege of DragonSpear. This is it Beamdog, the studio that makes these enhanced editions? They're basically not part of the original Baldur's Gate saga, but an additional adventure between Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I don't really know anything about this outside the fact that the reception to this has been mixed, and I'm not sure how much that is actually based on the quality of the product versus the controversy around it. I think there was some kind of the makers wanted to inject some kind of modern elements, modern society elements into this adventure, middle age sword and magic adventure, and people didn't take that well. I don't recall the details of it, I wasn't particularly interested. But still, I'm aware of it at least. I don't actually have much of a plan for a character. I don't want to import a game. I might have some kind of game somewhere that I could import, but I might as well start something new. I also don't know what to expect from this, because Baldur's Gate 1 sort of transitions Baldur's Gate 2 fairly well already. So, I mean, level-wise and everything, it transfers fairly well, and there isn't anything major that could happen. Otherwise, it would basically have consequences and influence to Baldur's Gate 2, which naturally this can't really have. So I'm sort of wondering what this adventure really is all about. It could be sort of could be what the introduction says. A Bull Spawn Mark II has appeared and you have to basically take care of it, and that's it. I sort of doubt that though. It's possible, certainly, but it would. I think it might water things down a little bit. At the same time, I really have no idea. Actually, what character do I want to play? It's all about the class. We probably have NPCs we can take, probably from Baldur's Gate 1 in fact. Probably characters that were included already in it, or added by the enhanced edition, so a fighter, a mage. There were others. Maybe not everyone. I'm gonna pick something that's basically irrelevant what type of party it is. I'm sure we'll get a fighter and a mage of some sort. Maybe probably a thief of some sort too, because you are so screwed if you don't have a thief. So what I could, yeah, and you have to have a healer. So those fours are probably covered by the NPCs. But we could do something that's a little bit in the middle, some kind of a multi-class character, for example. Our levels aren't all that high though, so we can't get too high level of a character. This could almost be anything this could choose. Bard might be an okay option. Alternatively, multi-class. Mage Thief might not be a bad option. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a mage, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a thief, so this would more or less just repeat weaker version of what we already have. Fighter mage might be an interesting thing. Or I'm sure a fighter cleric would be an interesting thing. But a fighter mage would be we wouldn't be able to use heavy armor, but we might be able to benefit from other spells. I don't recall really ever playing something like this, because usually you would probably go with the buffing route. Fighter thief, fighter cleric. Not a bad choice. Clerical mage. Oh god. Ah, right, I forgot, we can do specializations, probably. So actually just a fighter or ranger or something like that. Some kind of simple class could possibly be very, very good. Range weapon attacker, yeah, that's a good one. Which is better, a fighter or a ranger? +1 to hidden damage rolls with any missile weapon. May achieve Grand Mastery in longbow, shortbows, and crossbows. May use Cold Shot ability once per day, gains 1 use at level 4 and additional use every 4 levels. So these high level abilities are not good. We can't get all of many of them. This sort of seems like a shitty archer to be having. Wizard Slayer probably would be a useful one. Or Kensai would require a melee weapon, I think. Sword Sing. Any melee weapon, right, so it would be worthless to us. On spellcasters, each successful hit bestows a 25% cumulative chance of spell failure on a target. Very few magical equipment. The thing is, if we're gonna make an archer out of it, it wouldn't matter that much. And there's cumulative spell failure would be fantastic. Especially in a supporting character. Doesn't have to be in the front lines. We could neutralize spellcasters very easily. Want a different looking character. You all look terrible. Well, these aren't exactly all much better either. I'll take chaotic neutrals just so I can function with any group. Okay, how much do we actually need attributes? Wisdom is sort of pointless, charisma is pointless, intelligence is pointless, so I don't think we need all that many attribute points. Right, in many ways this would actually be enough. So we'll take the 87, that way I don't have to waste my time on this. Oh, that's terrible, Cole. Will it actually change? No, it's... 17 is just terrible though. I'll live with it. Not happy about it though. Right. Dexterity is the important one anyway. Actually, no, it is not. Crap. At least I know how much of a value I need. It's not enough because I intend to use throwing weapons, so a lot of the damage will come from the strength value. But it is not irrelevant by any means. Dexterity is important, but strength also is very, very important. Doesn't have to be super high, but 17 is pretty cool. 58, yeah, that's acceptable. 4 extra points. I think Wisdom gives you saving throw bonuses. Not sure what exactly we should use though. Dagger would have the benefit that we could use throwing weapons and a melee weapon with the same skill. But I don't recall any magical daggers in the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. They might have been some, but as something that you can throw. There are a lot of darts though. But yeah, just go with darts. I don't think these matter. These are all melee weapon abilities. We can use the shield with the darts though. And it's a bonus versus missile weapons, so it's actually quite nice. So darts and shield. The big problem with this is we're terrible against the boss enemies because we don't have weaponry that has enough enchantment bonus in it.
Your life ends here.
Feel my power. Do as I say, and I'll see you through the trials that await. Rest when we can, fight when we must.
And the name. Ugh. Oh, for God's sakes, the name. Doesn't particularly matter. Still, I don't want to write Bob there either. So, will be Timir. I don't want to create a party. Those would probably be characters you can't really interact with, so It would just bring down the gaming experience. Call rules.
Saravok's dead. Everything's a mess. We should have gotten out of the city days ago.
No chance of that now. But Korlaj knows what she's doing and... Hey, did you hear that?
We'd better tell the boss. Come on.
Ugh, smells like moldy bones down here. Well, here we are in a creepy old tomb again. The last of Saravok's followers are down here, according to the Flaming Fist. All you gotta do is find their leader and bring her to justice.
What do we know of our prey? Okay, we have Jahira, Khalid, I don't recall this was Thor, right? Yeah. Don't know who that is. That is Mira. Savannah is a thief, so we have a mage, wild mage, thief, fighter, druid, blackguard, fighter, and fighter. So really 4 fighters and 2 spellcasters and a thief.
They're mostly mercenaries, led by a wizard named Korlaz. This is her family's tomb. She aided Saravok, and the Grand Dukes want her dead or alive. We'd better be careful.
I don't think the huge amount of fighters is actually a problem, because Jahira is a terrible fighter. She mostly has high armor class, which is fine. The Adorned is mostly attack power, shitty armor class. Khalid is probably what you would expect from a normal fighter, and I am not really a frontline fighter. I might be able to handle it for a time. It's not my focus, although I have more hit points than anyone else. What my character is good at is suppressing casters and killing the trash fairly quickly. I will be fairly bad against any kind of a major boss because of my weapon choice, but because of my weapon choice I can fuck up casters very quickly. Let's get to it.
I'll follow behind you with these flaming fists. If you need help with anything, just ask and I'll do what I can. There's a healer here too. Talk to her if you need any bandaging. She also knows all about fighting undead. Timora shine on you. Not that you'll need it.
No. These guys are casting things on their own. Ooh, I have fantastic armor class. Jahira also has fantastic armor class.
You couldn't have made a better choice.
Why do I have fantastic armor? I have darts of stunning and darts of +1-ness. We don't want to necessarily use the darts of stunning. They're too useful. Anyone has extra darts? Ooh. Why do you have? You have a bow already. Yeah, and she's just a thief, nothing special. But actually that's more or less what I want anyway. The gear is nice. It's more or less what you would expect. Not necessarily quite as good if you would have played the entire Baldur's Gate through yourself. But you have a respectable amount of potions, useful gear. This has been designed by someone who knows how to play these characters. Double the amount of first level wizard level spell, yeah. The robe is shit, but that's a good ring. Some scrolls, some containers. Yeah, I'm actually surprised the offering is this good. Ooh, that's a dart of fire. Okay. That does a huge amount of damage. This is for special occasions. We'll eat through these darts in a second. That's the main problem with this. It costs a lot to play a dart thrower. Full plate armor. I think not non-magical version though. Yeah, the equipment isn't great, but it is still good, solid equipment. You could play through Baldur's Gate with this equipment easily. And Charm Creature, duration 12 hours. We even have a few of these, 5 uses. So, I doubt we'll have to use them, but we certainly know that they can be useful. This is magical, yes. Okay. Everything looks fine. Ah, spells. Gives more healing. Also, there was something about undead, so I'm assuming we're gonna be facing undead here. There was a healer too. We have about 30,000 gold, so we might be able to purchase things. Not sure if I want to rest here now, but I want to set the spell, so when we rest we'll get automatically restored to something useful. Confusion. Stone skin. Confusion will probably not be useful. More or less an okay selection of spells, I guess. Spook. Right.
As you direct.
Perfect.
You are more than welcome in my sight.
Okay, advice on dealing with undead. It's not like I need it, but I want to see what the... Is it actual advice, or is it something that's more quest related? Okay, lesser undead are mindless creatures who blindly follow their master's orders. Cold magic and poison won't hurt them, but spells that are based on fire usually work well. There are 3 main types of undead: skeletal, cadaverous, and spectral. Which category would you like to know more about? Okay, I'm expecting that we'll encounter those then. Skeletons are fairly straightforward, as are cadaverous. Spectral are the troublesome ones. Okay, skeletal undead. More common than any of the living would like. They're dangerous, but their physicality makes them somewhat easier to deal with than the other dead foes. Swords, spears, and arrows do little against them. Forsake slashing or piercing weapons for a hammer or mace. Anything with a flat edge to return them to their graves. Cadaverous. Ghouls, zombies, and wits. They stay out of their reach. They're usually slow but horrifyingly strong, and their touch drains the life of their victims. Their attacks often spread disease or cause paralysis. I can offer some potions and scrolls that can help alleviate or prevent these effects. Okay. Spectral. Spectral undead are the most dangerous. They're cunning and powerful, and only magic, weapon, or spell can harm them. Many also possess spell-casting abilities. Ghosts, shadows, and wraiths are all spectral undead. I'd like to buy stuff, please. I need to pay for my healing too. Okay. Sure, what exactly would I like to buy? I don't think we had antidotes. Alright. They're fairly cheap and I don't need a huge amount of them, but you usually get a good use out of them though. Clarite. Prevents people mind confusion, fear, and charm. Could be very useful. They're also very expensive though. Freedom. Free action for 2 hours. This would protect you against touch that's paralyzed and so forth. So yeah, I'll take some of those. I'll take a potion or 2 of clarity. I'd rather waste a little bit of money on them than find out that I'm in desperate need of them and I'm gonna get casualties. I can't really cover from casualties, so +4 non-cumulative charisma. Probably worth it as a price reduction already. With these potions we could basically do any thievery task, even if we didn't have a proper thief. Fully heals target, cures diseases and poisons. Cures feeble mind, negates any form of insanity. Protection from poison. This is complete immunity to poisons for 6 hours. I'll buy 1. You rarely have to use these, but at the same time, it is total immunity. So if you have some kind of super venomous or poisonous enemy, it can be very useful. And that's more or less it. Maybe buy a single greater restoration. I mean full heal. It's not all that long the casting time is fairly short too, so this is basically a save your ass in a tough situation type of 1 item, full heal for 1000 gold. I hope I don't have to use it, but at the same time it would be great to have one in case we have to use it. And it looks like everyone can use it. The thief is the least likely to be able to contribute to the fighting, so it probably should be given to her. Right. Let's go.
Nature's servant
It
awaits.
seems like this area at least is fairly small, so I'll clear this and see what happens after that.
As good as done.
It's a good introduction to this, I guess. Red light glows at the bottom of this deep chasm. A dull and distant roar can be heard from somewhere below.
You're too late! It's already gone!
What are you talking about?
Aren't you here for his sword? I thought...
I've come for Corlast. If she surrenders, I'll see it both of you are treated fairly by the Flaming Fist. Timora be with you then. If you are fool enough to cross Corlast, you will need all the luck you can get. Looks like there's a rope type there that goes forward, so maybe you get down through that, or alternatively get up, I guess. Come on.
3 drops of lemon balm oil. A half pinch of powdered silver.
Greetings. Oh, pardon. I didn't hear you come in. I'm conducting an experiment. Tell me about this experiment.
Oh, I'm creating an alchemical concoction to reveal magically concealed writings. A mercenary was supposed to guide me further into the tomb to find the component I'm missing. Just now their leader summoned them away, though. She bid me stay here for my own safety. If you happen to come across cobalt moss and bring some to me, I'd be truly grateful.
Yeah, I wonder who she actually is. The thing is, I'm not gonna be able to find out unless I just sort of go with it. So we'll go with it. Yep. Certainly, I'll keep an eye out for some. Oh, thank you. Do come back if you find any. Yeah, I find it highly probable that she just happened to be here and not be tied to any of the other mercenaries here. Orders from Colas. This missive is dated 2 days ago. Hurry us. Gather all of your spare equipment in the supply room. We depart in 2 days. Since we put Servok's sword on the ship to Athkatla, a suspiciously high number of people have become aware of this location. We must move quickly before the flaming fish arrives. If fortune smiles upon us, we'll be in Zazespor within the week. Signed, Colas.
Whatever you like. As good as done.
Protection from petrification. Invisibility, grease. Random skull. Don't appear to be any traps here.
As you direct.
Still, never a good idea to fiddle with these. Right. Invisibility 10 feet radius and protection scroll. Probably cursed, but who the hell knows. 50% protection from fire to a single character isn't exactly great anyway.
At once.
As good as done.
Tethered skeleton.
You're mine now.
What did we hit? Right.
As you direct.
I was more or less checking how many times did our guys get to attack there. Didn't spot anything abnormal. This looks still slightly suspicious.
Hidden away. Yes, dear.
Take a peek. Yeah, that's a few more than I'm willing to take on.
As you
We
direct.
probably want them to come to us then.
Whatever you want.
Also, does anyone even have
Hidden away.
spells that I could use? Let's go for confusion. The problem is, even if they kill each other, I'm not gonna get any experience of that. So, yeah. Here we go.
This is the end for you.
Follower Saravak is a caster.
You're already dead?
If you can.
Victory!
For the group.
Corlas doubtlessly knows we are here now. We must move quickly. But what exactly could we really do differently? Not much. So, does it matter? No, it doesn't.
You want me? Right.
Lockpick failed.
Yes, as you direct.
This could be an extra area because of the need for
Whatever
picking
you
locks.
like. Hidden away.
Stairs down. Right, so... Are they dug in here or have they retreated to lower levels? I mean, this was locked already, so there's a chance they haven't gone here. This is where the defenders were. Probably another undead monstrosity of some sort. Light shines beyond this breached wall.
For the group.
For the group.
Yes, dear. You've attacked as good as done.
Oh, look at that. Panegonoram. Whatever that is.
More intruders. More noise. You will disturb my rest no longer. I will destroy you.
Well, someone breached this tomb, so I'm guessing the leader retreated to lower levels. Okay, forgive me, I didn't intend to disturb you. Others who have taken refuge here, they are the ones I seek. You are not one of those vermin that infest this hallowed place. I'm not too eager to try to make deals with undead monsters though, so I don't want to make too many promises. They're no friends of mine. I gather you're not fond of them either.
If you are against them, then I task you with their destruction. Remove their leader and the rest will scatter. Return to me when this is done.
Fair enough. I will restore peace to this place for you. Do not fail me. I don't really care. Still, it's usually probably more interesting than just fighting it. I mean, it's a mummy. There's nothing special about mummies. Yeah, that's another group. Orius is clearly a mage.
Back away. Back away and you might survive this.
Lay down your arms. I've no wish to hurt you.
I'll leave my blade in your guts, mongrel.
Well, okay.
For the group.
Yeah, for the group.
Hells, I missed!
Alright, so
Sweetheart? Whatever you...
we're using poisoned arrows.
Yes?
Orius is basically worthless thanks to our dart thrower here.
Bleed!
He can't even cast anything anymore. You might be able to do something more useful though. At the same time, we are expected to... This is not expected to be the main fight we'll have to fight, so...
Again?
Yes, oh omnipotent.
Let's spread out a bit.
Ah.
Someone has to go after the archers. The son of a bitch, the elite mercenary is not really our problem.
I not survive. No, like this.
What the fuck happened? Safana was in bad shape already, so I guess the elite mercenary got her? Yeah. 12 points missile damage. Oh shit.
As good as done.
What's your armor class? 2. Ah, not great values.
Yes, dear.
Whatever you want. Yeah?
For the group.
For the group. I need to attack their archers faster.
Back away. I'll leave my blade in your guts, mongrel.
Right, only you have to really attack the caster. The rest are pretty much fine doing whatever.
For the group.
Be
Yeah,
direct,
for the group.
if I must.
I knew you
For
would
the
do
group.
this.
Damn.
Poison weapon, absorb health.
Nature
Elite
servant
mercenary is
awaits.
doing a huge amount of damage.
Give me something to do.
Right.
Can I help you?
Yeah, go back to the elite mercenary.
Huh? Whatever you want.
It goes after our weakest targets no matter where they are. So I can't really even really dodge it. I'd have to remove these weaklings from the battle entirely. Yeah,
Whatever you like.
Can't really do anything about it. Unless I have a spell that just plays it out to fight, I guess. Not everyone can go after it, though.
Yes.
Ooh, Stars of Stunning would probably be the correct choice here.
Fine.
Ow!
We got the elite mercenary. We just need to find it and kill it before it gets free again.
Doing.
As good as done.
Yeah! Oh, that hurt.
Okay, not too bad. Could have been better, could have been worse. It had biting arrows. That does a huge amount of damage over time. That explains why it was so deadly. Specialty arrows all the way. Failed to copy the spell. Oh fuck. Forgot that that's even a thing in this game. That's the most annoying thing ever. And here we got a key to the tomb. It wasn't too important of a spell, so I don't mind losing it. It just... Can we make it automatic? I hate that shit. No, we cannot. I can change it, but I don't think I want to. I'll just basically load if it fails. It's annoying. I hate that feature, but I can live with it through one game.
Yes? Yes.
Extra darts. Hopefully I don't have to really rely on these type of darts, the normal ones, but rather have the extra than find out that I need them and then I don't have them anymore. Also, might not be a horrible idea to take a few crushing weapons in case we get to meet dangerous skeletal opponents. It seems like a lot of standard gear, so it's fine. It's only fine.
For the group. Whatever you like.
Bars from the other side cannot get through it, so I was right that this is a rope that probably goes from here to the lower level, so this is not an entrance, it's an exit from some kind of a situation down
As
there.
you direct.
Exit out of the
This
whatever we're
chasm
gonna
sure looks
find
deep.
down there.
Do you feel warm air coming up from below? I do. Wonder what's down there. Heya, how are things going?
The sentry spoke to me about a sword that was already gone.
I kinda saw a note on Duke Janath's desk. It fell on the floor and I just picked it up, honest. It said someone broke into the palace and took Saravok's sword. Could that be it?
Well, perhaps, but why would she be interested in it?
I don't know why Korlaz would take the sword, but if it's gone, she must have given it to someone else. Maybe we can find a record or shipping log in her chambers.
It's worth looking into.
We'll follow behind you. I've got your back.
Yeah, okay, that's nice that you've got my back. I don't really think I want to buy healing or anything. But we have 2 minor quests, and considering this seems to be not all that involved of an area, I think I'll just continue through it. This doesn't seem to be in any way tied to the actual mission we're on. Although this is a much larger map.
We've reached the catacombs. Watch your step. There are bound to be traps. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more undead, too. Tombs like this are usually full of wandering old bones. If you need some advice on dealing with undead, the Flaming Fist healer might be able to help. She's a priestess of Lathander, and knows a lot about how to deal with restless spirits.
Yeah, I think I'll leave things here for now. I don't really get the purpose of this place, but I'm sure we'll find out once we finish this. Seems more like a warm-up or almost tutorial area for maybe new players. So I don't really expect all that much out of it, but we'll see. It wasn't like the above our area was total rubbish either. There were various different type of opponents, some of them with good gear, and they were serious trouble for us because our equipment is shit. So, and more importantly, they had the good sense to not focus on the first enemy they saw. They seek out some of our weaker opponents. So basically, a group like this, where you have obvious weak links, are terrible. They're just She's just asking to be killed in a lot of any serious fight. This won't do.
What?
Nira lacks any kind of personal protection spells. Again, totally unacceptable. Well, the mirror images can buy you some time, but her armor class is too. Okay, the stone skin probably protected her to some extent. Her armor class is way too shitty. Even with the stone skin, every attack attempt basically will hit her, so those few stone skins will run out very quickly. She needs a proper armor. Proper robe. Either way, we can live with this. Just it's the thief, I think, is the biggest problem. I need to start putting her in some kind of protection area in the serious fights. She can't really contribute all that much combat-wise anyway. So unless we're going through trap-filled areas, I don't think she'll be all that valuable. Multi-classing character that has some
Whatever
thievery
you
abilities
like.
might have actually been a very good choice here. We'd have dumped some fun. At the same time, it wouldn't help here at all. We would have had to keep her at least through this area.